Shout out to Lee Likes Music for introducing me to this singer-songwriter here. He kind of does reviews of music, but more on the obscure side of things, especially on the Bandcamp platform. He kind of picks out some albums that you might be into. David Bazan is a singer-songwriter who, as of recent, has been writing songs with sparkly chiptune-like synth work. The use of electronics in his music sounds almost like an old NES video game, and this actually gives his music a lot of personality. And on Care, his latest album, it actually sounds quite beautiful, and Bazan's voice is very deep and expressive, often bringing out the true emotive colours of a lot of these songs. This isn't an upbeat or bubbly album. In fact, it's quite a moody, nocturnal, shaded and introspective album with many slow burners. Nothing here really snaps, it's all just meant to kind of grow on you emotionally. The very first song, Care, the title track, has a really pretty set of arpeggios that, in a cliched way for me to say, set the mood of this album. And lyrically, David Bazan sings about sexual temptation, a very interesting topic to start off with, but it kind of brings up the album's theme of responsibility and care. How temptation is something that we all tend to experience at some point, but it's more important to stay faithful and trustworthy than to let lust kind of wash over us and control us. I'm not entirely certain, but I think that theme also makes a reappearance on the track Inner Lives, although the sad sounding instrumental makes that song sound like it cuts much deeper than that. It makes these songs sound like existential or even self-reflective ones. Because truth be told, a lot of these songs have the right amount of instrumentation to make them radiate some sort of introspective and moody atmosphere. It's how bare they are. Even the percussion is sequenced. Those electronic drums that just pop. It makes the album sound very cavernous and like it is actually set late at night or something. The album seems to carry the title's theme of care and responsibility, and this continues far into the album's back end with tracks like Keep Trying, a song which, despite having a very momentum-driven beat, actually strikes me as one of the more despondent songs on the record, about the contrast between expectation and reality in a relationship, with its chorus marking the realization that sometimes love isn't all that it's cracked up to be. Sometimes love isn't all that it's cracked up to be. Keep trying. Then the album ends off with an even more heartbreaking ballad, the Ballad of Pedro. Forgotten the name. Wow. Despite the hardship that this song does bring up though, with the final verse being set with his wife in a hospital bed, which seems like a very sad image to end the album off on, but there is a sense of closure as Bazan ends the album off with the line, "Put down your guitar, go enjoy her right now," as if to send out this message that you should enjoy being around your loved ones while you still have them. The album's exploration of romance isn't at all basic or shallow or cliched. It's actually quite cutting and honest and very down to earth. It understands how easily human beings fall victim to temptation and self-interest, to the point where we simply forget about the people and the things that we should value the most. That and the production on this album is simply amazing. It's a very unique sound for singer-songwriter records, and it sounds like you've just dusted off an old video game console and you're just sitting down at night to play a game that you never got to play when you were younger. This is such an intoxicating and creative record, but also one that's very emotionally winding. Thinking maybe an 8 out of 10 should suffice for this one. I really enjoyed it, and I hope that you do as well, because this is definitely a highlight for me for the year. Sweet. Yeah.